little housekeeping. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to you. Welcome to Soul Truth Sunday Live. Come on in. Welcome. Listen, good people. Today, I'm closing out this 3-part series that your boy been on, right? The first part, why struggle feels normal to you, pattern recognition. Those patterns are the patterns that don't serve you too well. The second part, you was built this way, pattern recognition. Those are the patterns that do serve you. In today's episode, part 3, we closing it out. Your mind knows, good people, but your body remembers. That's the real war, right? And so listen, if you ever wonder why you know better, you understand something and you know it, right? Your mind knows, but you still can't do it. Man, this episode is for you because we're going to have a real conversation on why that is. And I'm going to show you how you can change that because you already know this is Soul Truth Sunday, where we slow things down. We recognize our patterns, where we can regulate our body, get a new revelation on what to do next, build a new rhythm around that, and put that on repeat mode so you can express your soul truth so you can dare to be you, baby. So that's what we about to get into right now. So listen, if you ready, man, I'm ready. And remember, this is a live Q&A. So leave your questions at the bottom. Hey, and I get to it throughout the live Q&A. So, man, I'm excited about this one today, good people, because like I said, I'm talking about the real war. Go check out those first 2 episodes. Like I said, this is the end of the 3-part series. So I'm just going to dive right into it. What's the real work, right? Part 1, the real work, right? See, listen, how do I want to say this? It takes work to do anything in life, good people, right? It takes work to be successful because success is nothing but accomplishing, something, right? Like an achievement or whatever you're going after. So it takes work to be healthy. It takes work to have great relationships, right? It takes work to build wealth, right? Work. You have to actually put in some effort to do these things. But this is what most people confuse. They confuse what the work really is, right? The real work is not external. It's not the actual behavior or the action. I wrote this down before we actually get into it. The real work ain't external. It's pattern recognition. Oh, wait. Yeah, good people. That's the real work. The real work is internal. You becoming self-aware enough to understand the patterns that really are driving your life and what you can do about it. If you need to double down on them or if you need to really take a closer look and change those ones that are not serving you, right? So listen, it's not your partner. It's not the situation you in. It's not the environment. It's not that you don't have enough knowledge or information, right? Listen, it's how you're thinking about the situation. It's how you're reacting to the situation. And your body remembers. So your body is on default mode, right? Okay, listen, I'm going to break this default mode down just a little bit before I really get in part 2 and tell you a personal story about me. So the default mode I'm talking about that your body is on, think about it like a thermostat, right? Think about a thermostat. When you set a thermostat at a certain temperature in your house, that thermostat can only go below it, right? It can never go above it. So watch this. If you set it at 75 and then the room gets warm at 76, your thermostat kicks on to cool that room back off to the temperature that you have it set. So a thermostat will never let you go above what it's set on, but it'll damn sure let you get lower, right? So think about your body the same way. Your body remembers the trauma. Your body remembers the fear, the doubt, the insecurity. So even if your mindset moves on, you got to train your body to move on with it. Oh, see, look. I'm getting ahead of myself right now because this is exciting to me when I talk about this stuff with people. This is what I do. Not only what I do, I live this shit. This is the embodiment of this. You looking at it. Nervous system work over 20 years. Okay, so listen. Now I'm getting ready to get into part 2. Little just personal story about me, about dysregulation, how you have to really become aware. I'm a tied into when we lived in Florida. So if you didn't catch that last Married Life episode that me and wifey did, go check that out, because we tell our story about how that affect both of us. But I'm fit to go into it now, how it sent my nervous system into a tailspin. So, you know, you heard me talk about how we lost the 40K, moving to Florida, all that. Go check out that last episode. But what that did for me, just from a personal level, I wasn't used to financial trauma, right? I've been a six-figure earner my whole life because I seen it. Right? I felt that in in the environments that I grew up in, and then I've always heard that language, right? So when we lost that 40K moving to Florida, fight or flight, right? That sent your boy into a tailspin. My nervous system went into a tailspin that it took me about 4 years to pull myself out of that, good people, right? So watch this. Because my body was trained to the original way, right? Where our businesses was flowing, systems, structure, right? My body was originally trained to that. So when we lost that 40K, it sent my nervous system into a tailspin. And then you know what it learned in Florida during that survival time? Ubering, grinding, 7 days a week with Uber. Man, I was a grind, good people. Even though I was still making about $1,000, $1,100 a week, but that was a 7-day, 60-hour a week grind, because my nervous system learned during that time, right, that grind and hustle was safety. So that's what I was reteaching my nervous system during that whole stretch that we was living in Florida, right? That no matter what I did, it was never going to be enough. So the more I did that, the more reps I put in on that, right? Because I didn't slow myself down enough, right, to really get a new revelation like the 5R framework that I'll be teaching, that I'm telling you. I really didn't have all this stuff when I lived in Florida. So I didn't understand why me and wifey was putting in all this time, all this work, right? Working all these hours. And we were still barely keeping our head above water, right? Because we trained our body to learn something different. And what it learned was that hustle and grind equals safety, right? That movement, production equal worth, right? Because how do I need to say this? Because that 40K loss, instead of me slowing myself down, instead of me really leaning into the work, slowing myself down like I teach now, regulating my body, getting a new revelation, instead, I went instantly into fight or flight mode, right? Didn't really understand it totally then, but instantly in fight or flight mode. So what that did for me, I had to fix it. I gotta fix it. I gotta solve it. I gotta urgency, go. So for me, fight or flight mode looks like on me, grind, hustle. Just keep going, keep doing it. But that's urgency, good people. That's your nervous system dysregulated. Listen, stillness is where safety happens, right? When you're still, creation happens, growth happens. A nervous system cannot grow, right? When it's activated, fight or flight. You have to slow it down. Growth doesn't happen in dysregulation. Clarity doesn't happen in dysregulation. You speed yourself up and now you're frantic. You're all over the place. So in Florida, we sped ourselves up, and guess what? We was grinding. 7 days a week, I was driving Uber, good people. Yeah, I was making $1,000 a week, 1,100, because I structured it right, because that's part of who I am. I have structure and system, but my nervous system, all over the place, all the time. So when things slowed down, when we was going through that survival state in Florida, guess what that taught my nervous system? That when things slowed down, we was behind. Gotta do more. Yeah, man, I'm going somewhere. Stay with me with the story. So watch this. So when we moved back to Oklahoma City at the end of 2023, after going through all of that dysregulation, things started to calm down for us when we moved back home. We got things back rolling, structure, systems. But guess where my body was still at? Fight or flight. Nervous system still activated. What am I trying to show you? That your body learns differently. See, my mind knew we was okay, right? My mind knew that we had changed some things in our life, right? But my body, guess what my body remembered? That trauma in Florida. Guess what my body remembered? That fear in Florida. Guess what my body remembered? The doubt, the insecurities. Why we got to go through this? Why? You know the questions that we be asking ourselves when we going through that stretch where we feel like, man, we struggling or we can't get ahead. Why? So my body had learned something different, and my thermostat got set on survival instead of abundance. I want y'all to hear that. I want y'all to hear that. So if there's an area in your life right now that you've been doing everything that you know you need to do, right? You've been doing everything right, but you still can't get ahead. Guess what? Your body learns something, good people. And unless you understand that pattern, you will never get ahead. Not because you don't have the knowledge, not because you don't have the information, not because you're not motivated enough, not because you're not driven enough or ambitious enough. Your body learns something different, right? So listen, my mind knew we was good, like I said, but my body, no. So I wrote this down before I get to part 3. Your body don't move off of what you know. I want you to hear this. It moves off of what it remembers. Man, let that sit in. You can have all the knowledge and information that you want, good people. If your body is not updated to that new knowledge and information, that's the struggle. You're going to always keep doing this, even though you know what to do, because your body has to be updated. Because you can never live beyond a dysregulated nervous system. Oh, okay, let me say it like this before I get to part 3. You can't live beyond what you've been exposed to, what you've seen, what you heard, what you experienced. All right, listen. Part 3, good people. So this is the real war. This is what I want to get into. This is the real war. Man, I get excited when I get talking about this. Y'all can see this, baby. I live this shit, right? I've been teaching this for over 20 years, personal development. I live this, right? So I'm trying to show you what's keeping you back from really being the person you want to be. Not just on a material level, from a being level. Your soul truth. Who are you? Separated from the programs. Who are you? Separated from the patterns that don't serve you no more. Do you know that? And then how do you fit into all of this? This is what I teach the community, good people. You got to figure out who you really are so you can figure out how you fit into all of this, right? So listen. This is the war. I'm going to break this down. You know, neuroscience is my lane too, baby. I love it. So think about this. Your brain learns fast. What you say out loud, you hear, and your brain instantly stores. Shout out to Dr. Ford, baby. Dr. Ford taught me all that. Listen, your brain learns fast, but your body learns slow. Okay, stay with me. Your body learns through repetition. Muscle memory, right? Repetition. But your body absorbs instantly. That's why you can walk into a room, everything looks right, everything looks like it's in place, and you go, ooh, you feel something. Ooh, something is, because your body absorbs energy instantly, but it learns slow through repetition. That means you have to put something on repeat mode over and over for your body to learn it. Right? Man, I'm out here. Look, man, y'all got me sweating, good people. Woo! Y'all got me sweating today because I'm teaching this thing, right? Y'all got me sweating up here. These lights hot too, dude, you know, in my little studio. So listen, man, your body learns through repetition, good people. So you got to keep putting that on repeat mode until it gets locked into the body, right? So listen, your prefrontal cortex, your hippocampus, you hear me say this all the time. Your prefrontal cortex is the decision making of the brain. It's the CEO, right? It assigns meaning to things, right? It assigns direction to things. Your hippocampus is what puts everything in context, right? It can tell your survival center, the amygdala, the survival part of the brain, if something is really happening now, or if something is way in the future, or if something is just, you know, you don't need to be thinking about it right now, right? It puts everything into context, right? So when all 3 of those things are working right, the amygdala part of the brain, the survival, is quiet. When all three parts of those brains are not going right, your prefrontal cortex is not on, your hippocampus is not on, guess who's running the show? The survival part, the amygdala. That's the pattern. So most of those patterns don't serve us now in 2026. So that's what's running the show. So listen, your mind understands. I say this all the time, but your body decides. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. Your mind understands, but your body decides. Think muscle memory. Think athletes, right? I'm an athlete, right? Might be some athletes on here today. Athletes understand this, right? Muscle memory. You do something over and over, over and over, movement, repetition, and your muscles remember. So now when you step on the court, when you step on the field, whatever you're doing, guess what happens? You don't even have to think about it because that memory kicks in, right? Muscle memory. That's why athletes call it muscle memory. So it's the same way in your life, in your nervous system. Everything you're doing in your life is running off a pattern, good people, whether you realize that or not. It's a pattern. Your nervous system has been patterned. Your thoughts has been patterned. Your thoughts and your actions and behaviors and all that stuff is not random. You think it's random, but it's not. You've been patterned that way. And it's up to us to take a good look at what's working for us and what's not. Double down on what's working while we figure out what's not and replace it with patterns that are, right? So now, part 4, I'm almost done. Hey, listen, drop your questions below. If this is hitting you, let me know what part of this is hitting you. Let's have a conversation, baby. Drop it below. Drop your comments. So listen, part 4, I want to talk about why you keep going back doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result, right? Now we got to get ready to get into it. The old habits, the old thinking, the old beliefs, the old relationships, right? But you know what to do. You know what to do. If you ask the average person right now on how to lose weight, what people think about this, they can tell you, drink more water, I need to eat clean, I need to work out. If you ask the average person how to have a better relationship or how to make more money, they can tell you how to do all of that stuff. Oh, I need to communicate more, I need to date my partner, or how to make more money. Oh, I just need to budget more. So why they don't do it? You see what I'm saying? So why they don't do it? Because the body is remembering something else. That's what I'm showing you. The body is remembering something else that don't match with what they know. So this is why you keep doing the same things and expect a different result, because you got the knowledge on how to up your life or level up your life, level up your money, level up your health, level up your identity, but your body don't remember it. So now you got to retrain your body like the athlete, right? You got to put that on repeat mode enough times until your body says, oh, this is our new normal now. And now you don't ever have to think about it again. Just like the athlete. When you step on the field, I'm 47 years old. When I go play basketball right now, I don't have to think about catching the ball in triple threat. I don't have to think about dropping my butt, opening up my hands, staying on the balls on my feet when I'm playing defense. I don't have to think about getting in the passing lanes. I don't have to think about opening up, watching ball side. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's muscle memory. My body already knows that. So even though my mind knows, my body remembers that. So now I don't even have to think about it. I don't have to have no logic with that. Soon as I step on that basketball court, guess what my body does? It automatically remembers what I trained it to do. Your life is no different, good people. Whatever you've trained your body to do in the 4 areas of life, relationships, health, identity, money, it's going to repeat that, even though you know to do something different. See, okay, so look, let me say it like this. You learn something new, you understand it, you agree with it, right? But you don't repeat it enough. That's what I'm telling you. You learn something new, you agree with it, you understand it, but you don't put that on repeat mode. Okay, let me bring this home. I used to be a knowledge hoarder, right? I used to go to all the conferences, have all the tapes, I mean, I'm in the rooms, good people, man. When I was in my early 20s, me and wifey, we was in the room. I call myself a knowledge hoarder. You know what that means? Because I had all the knowledge to change my life, but my life wasn't changing in certain areas. Why? Because knowledge is power. It gives you the power to change the area of your life you're trying to change. But you know what actually changes your life? Application. Knowledge is power, but application is life changing. So you can have all the knowledge you want until you apply that knowledge and your body gets the reps in of you applying that knowledge, your life don't change. Right? Okay, listen, awareness doesn't break the pattern. I hear this. Awareness don't break the pattern. Recognition don't break the pattern. You know what breaks the pattern? Repetition. You gotta put it on repeat mode. Repetition is what breaks the pattern. That's why I always say, you're not broken, so you don't need to be fixed. You ain't lost, so you don't need to be saved. You don't need more motivation. You don't even need more knowledge, good people. You gotta recognize the pattern and break the pattern. Interrupt the pattern. The patterns are what's driving your life. Whether you realize that or not, it's pattern recognition. The better you get at recognizing patterns in your own life, even the ones that serve you, because you can double down on those, right? The better you get at understanding how you fit into all of this, right? And that's what it's all about. Understanding your soul truth, understanding your authenticity. What are you leaving behind to the world? What's your legacy? Right? What do you do well? What's your calling? What's your gifted? What's your purpose? Stop worrying about all this external noise and figure out what you do well so you can leave that legacy and make the world a better place. So listen, this is why I write all my products, good people, and produce all my products, right? Shopify store up now, right? We're passing on what? Patterns to our boys, entrepreneur patterns, right? This is their first business. So rock with us. Every design that our boys design, that's their money, right? They get to design their own t-shirts, their own gym bags, whatever. Link in the bio, my 6-part audio series plus workbook, my 21-day money mantra reset regulation. That's a money prayer and it resets your nervous system. Pattern, right? It's going to reset your body to remember something different so you can get different. Man, link in the bio. I'm telling you, this is no cap. I don't do this for the video, good people. This is who I am. Anybody that know me, man, I've been in personal development for over 20 years. I love this shit. This is who I am. Every single day, I'm recognizing patterns in my own self. Every single day, I'm recognizing what really works for me and doubling down on that and then understanding, that don't work for me no more. I got to find a new pattern because I understand we're creatures of pattern, right? The pattern is what's really driving the behavior and driving your life. So listen, I'm almost done. You know me. Like I said, that link in the bio, tap that link. So I'm your life coach. So every week I'm gonna give you practical steps that you could take away, that you could start putting this stuff into action, retraining your nervous system today. You don't need a one-on-one coaching session with me. You might need one later to go a little bit deeper. Hit me up, flthalifecoach@gmail.com, right? To schedule your one-on-one power session. But I'm giving you the sauce right now so you can put it on repeat mode so you can start pulling your body out of that survival mode so it can match what your mind already knows. Okay, listen, this is the solution, good people. And then we out here, part 1. You already hear me say this. You got to recognize the pattern, good people. Stop blaming. I wrote this down. Stop blaming. Stop justifying. Just observe. Recognize the patterns. Okay, this is how you do it. What area of your life do you struggle in the most? Right? Are you struggling in the most in your money? Then there's some patterns there that you got to recognize. Are you struggling in the most in your relationships? Right? Then there's some patterns there you got to recognize. Are you struggling with your identity the most? Then there's some patterns there you got to recognize. Or are you struggling with your health the most? Mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, it's some patterns. The first step recognize, right? Awareness is step one, not the finish line, okay? Step two that you can do, you hear me say this, just the 5R framework, baby. Regulate, calm your nervous system. You got to train your body to do something else. So when I say regulate, I don't mean just, meditate all day. That is fine, that's cool. But when I say regulate your body, I mean you got to calm your body down. When you feel that activation in your body, you feel that urgency, you got to calm it down. How do you calm it down? By talking to it, calming it down, telling it we ain't in no danger, we're safe right now. And then what do you have to do? Prove it. You got to go show your body that you're safe. So that means you can't just say, no, we're safe. You know, we ain't in danger, but then you're still looking for the danger. You then go do something that relaxes you, right? Prove it to your body. Your body learns through what? Repetition. So when I say regulate, you got to show your body, and that's through repetition, right? You can't rewire survival mode. That's what I wrote down. You can't rewire survival mode, right? You can't rewire it. You got to recognize survival mode and then change it and rewire it something different. You can't change survival mode. That's always going to play, right? Your job is to recognize it and say, that don't serve me, and then wire your brain to a new pattern. That's it. That's it. Regulation. And then the third thing, repeat, baby. Build a new rhythm. Do it again and again and again and again. So listen, every day I have to put this same 5R framework. I just gave you 3 steps, but it's the same 5R framework, right? Recognize the pattern, regulate my body, right? Get a new revelation on what to do different, because I can't do the same shit. I mean, that's just real talk. If you do the same shit, you're going to get the same result. So I got to get a new revelation on what to do different and then build a rhythm around that new revelation. And then every time my body starts to haywire, every time my thoughts start to haywire, I got to calm myself back down, recognize that, and put that on repeat mode. Good people, that is the sauce. That is the real war. Listen, you don't become what you understand. You become what you repeat. Man, listen, that's so true Sunday right there, good people. That's so true Sunday. That's it. Because life is always going to bring you moments that you got to recognize, regulate, get a new revelation, right? Build a new rhythm, and then put that on repeat mode so you can dare to be you. Listen, that's Soul Truth Sunday, good people. Go check out those first 2 parts. Part 1, why struggle feels normal to you. Pattern recognition, like I said, the patterns that don't serve you. Part 2, you was built this way. Pattern recognition, patterns that do serve you. And then this part 3 right here, it's the real war, good people. Your mind knows, but your body remembers. So listen, go check out those episodes. Go check out the Married Life Podcast episode, man. We got 20 episodes out. New episodes drops every Tuesday at 2:30. And then meet me back here. Same back time, same back channel. Every Sunday, 9 a.m., good people. We go live and we have these real conversations. So bring your questions. I want to hear from you. Email me, flthalifecoach, that's FLTHA lifecoach @gmail.com. And remember, man, your mind already knows, but your body remembers. So what is it remembering? Yeah, think about that this week. Man, y'all have a good week. Happy Sunday, good people. Dare to be you, baby.